Let's do a quick recap as to what's happened thus far during the trip. So it started off with me getting a ride from my buddy Chad down to Toledo, Ohio to catch the Amtrak, which took me to New York City. From New York City, I spent a night at a hidden gem I'm not supposed to tell you guys about, but it's a really cool place, and if you see my name on the wall, you know you found it. After that, I walked from there to the Brooklyn Cruise Terminal and embarked to the Queen Mary 2, which was a lot of fun, and I highly recommend cruising if you guys haven't done it before, especially with Cunard, because the experience was out of this world. After that, I arrived in Southampton, UK, and got the coach right to London. After getting to London, I got the coach right to Amsterdam. In hindsight, this probably wasn't the best idea because I should have spent a night in London first in order to mitigate the disembarkation sickness, which I will get into a bit later in the video. After getting the coach to Amsterdam, I arrived here in Amsterdam and was able to check into the Generator Hostel, which is a super cool place. Highly recommend it. And let's get now into what happened in Amsterdam. So I got some good news and some bad news. The good news is I made it to Amsterdam all good. Everything was fine on that front, crossed the Atlantic. The ship was a lot of fun. I'll try and put together some more footage of that for you guys. But the bad news is there is a bug that's going across Europe and the UK, and I kind of got that, which is sort of like the flu. But also I have a bit of disembarkation sickness, which is where you're totally fine when you're on the boat as far as seasickness, but once you get to land, your equilibrium is totally off. And that hasn't been fun. I probably, in order to have mitigated that, should have done a night in London instead of gunned it right to Amsterdam. But you live and learn. So the first day I got in was Wednesday, and it wasn't so bad then, and I was able to check in and get situated and rest. And then the second day, which was yesterday, is when it got really bad. So I had a bad headache. My equilibrium was very off, so I was sort of feeling seasick but on land, and my back was hurting really bad from the coach. So I was in bad shape yesterday. But I spent the whole day lying in bed. This is where I'm at now. I'm on bed 6 at the Generator Hostel. It's a really cool hostel here. I like it a lot. But anyway, after resting for pretty much all of yesterday, I've been able to kind of feel a bit better today, and I'm hoping by tomorrow I'll feel good enough to go and see some things in Amsterdam. So that'll be pretty cool. Let me show you a bit of the Generator Hostel. let's get into a bit of a photo montage from Amsterdam and the UK and the ship. And finally, let's talk about a couple of travel tips that I learned along the way. So travel tip number one, it's super useful to have a good watch and to always keep it updated with the current time of the country that you're in. Moving from UK to Amsterdam, there was a time change of an hour, and on the boat there was a total of 4 1-hour time changes. So it's always good to know what time it is in case you want to do something at a specific time. Travel tip number two, it's really useful to have an international phone plan, and once you get to your destination, you have to remember to turn on your data roaming in order to use the internet provided. And finally, travel tip number three is to always have earplugs or noise canceling headphones, because the hostels at night can get a little loud, and it's always nice to be able to sleep. Alright everyone, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. There's going to be more where this came from, and hopefully I'll be feeling better and they will be more energetic. Alright, bye.